Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be doing a comparison between two different laser levels that I have. So the two laser levels that we're going to be doing comparison on today is the CIGMAN CM-S02 and the Huepar B03CG. Both of these laser levels can be purchased directly from the manufacturer, or you can actually buy both of them off of Amazon. The CIGMAN is generally priced around $340 and the Huepar is about $230. So you have about $100 difference between the two. The big difference is this is a 4 by 360 laser level and this is a 3 by 360. So this one has four different sets of lasers here. So on the bottom, the side, the front, and the top, where the Huepar only has three, so on the side, the front, and the top. When it comes to construction, both of these lasers are very similar. They have the same dust and water rating at an IP54, and both of them are good as green lasers up to about 30 meters, which is great if you're doing something in an open concept room or if you're doing some work outside. The green laser is a lot easier to see than using something with a red line. A big difference between these two lasers is the runtime. So the Huepar's runtime is around 6 hours, where the CIGMAN runs for about 8, but the CIGMAN does have dual batteries. So that's 8 for each battery, where the Huepar is just specifically 6 hours with the one battery. So when it comes to looking at the construction and size of both of these lasers, they're very similar. Like I said, looking at the front here, the Huepar is a little bit smaller, where you do have the same position front, side, and top. But the CIGMAN has that additional laser hidden down here in the bottom, where this Huepar is only the 3-line. You can get a 4-line variation, which is a little bit similar in body size to what this CIGMAN is. Both of these lasers have controls here on the top, which allow you to turn the lasers on, and they also have the lock function here. So for the CIGMAN, the lock function is on the side. You can use this to turn the laser on quick, and it leaves it in the open position for adjustments to level the laser, where the Huepar is on the front here. So same thing, these both turn on relatively quick, and now they're in that open adjustment position. So a big difference here is when it comes to leveling and positioning the laser, the CIGMAN has a digital screen here, which will actually show you the degrees that you're set up in. So whether you're in a plumb position or not. Both of these lasers charge by USB-C. So on the CIGMAN, the charging port is in here in the rear, and the Huepar is down here on the bottom. So you can run these on direct power if you have something like a portable battery pack, or you can charge these up. But again, the CIGMAN comes with 2 batteries, so the runtime for this one is substantially more. Now, when it comes to looking at mounting accessories, the Huepar comes with the mount directly attached. So you have a few options here. So on the bottom, we can unthread this one here. So this one has the threaded adapter to connect directly to the laser with magnets on the rear, and 2 different arbor sizes here depending on what you're connecting this to. When it comes to the CIGMAN, the mounting plate here on the bottom with the 4 padded feet is attached to the actual case of the laser. So this bottom plate does not come off, and it has the standard small threaded adapter. But inside of the actual case here, we have an additional stand. So similar to the Huepar, this CIGMAN also does come with the mounting stand that is magnetic. So if you're working with something like steel studs or steel corner beads, you can actually connect this. Or you have the option to use a telescopic pole. And on the bottom of this platform, you have, again, the two different arbor sizes for the connection. And this one will also allow you to thread into the bottom of the laser. And you have some adjustments to move this up, down, side to side. So if you're using this on something like a telescopic pole, you can make adjustments on the actual laser here and then make more fine adjustments on your pole. So when it comes to additional accessories, the Huepar doesn't really have much other than the leveling guide for the laser, where the CIGMAN also does have a very similar leveling guide. But again, the CIGMAN has two batteries. So this is the first one. The second is inside. The CIGMAN also does have the option to operate it off of a portable remote. And the nicest feature is this small adjustable micro stand. So you can place the laser on it and do small adjustments, as small as like 1/16 of an inch here to get the laser dialed in exactly where you need it. Where it's easier to use something like this micro stand if you have a level platform to put it onto, compared to trying to get a small adjustment out of a stand like this. A big difference for these for charging is the CIGMAN comes just with a USB to USB-C cord, but the Huepar has the USB-C to USB cord as well as a wall block. So it would have been nice to have a wall block for the CIGMAN as well, but that's not the end of the world. Both lasers do come with carrying cases. For the Huepar, it is a hard shell case inside and out. For the CIGMAN, it's actually a foam padded interior and a semi-rigid exterior case. Both of them have pros and cons. The Huepar case will probably withstand dropping stuff on it a little bit more than the CIGMAN would if you have this in the back of your truck or something and something falls on top of it. But if you were to drop this case with the hard shell inside, you don't have much support for the laser from banging around against the hard surfaces, where the CIGMAN has the foam padding on the inside. So if you drop this, the foam pad will protect the laser inside better than the Huepar case would. For carrying case, the size-wise, the Huepar doesn't have as many accessories, so it's about half the size of the CIGMAN case here, where the CIGMAN has all those additional accessories, so the case is a bit bigger. Both do come with handles here on the top. The CIGMAN's construction here, I do find a little bit weaker with the clips here. You do have to make sure you're holding down sometimes the top of the case to get these clips to line up, where the CIGMAN has a zipper. So I think the CIGMAN's case will hold up longer for use than the Huepar case will. Because I had this Huepar before I received the CIGMAN laser, I tended to use this one a lot more. So I have more hands-on experience with the Huepar, and it's been working great. But I'm going to be switching over to trying out the CIGMAN for the next little while to see which one I do like better. But overall, general construction, accessories, I do tend to lean more towards the CIGMAN as the better option for the additional $100. But if you are just looking for something that's green line with a couple additional lasers than just a single line, and price is a bit of a concern, the Huepar is the better option to go with, because you can tend to find this one on sale for under $170 once in a while for big holiday promos, things along those lines. But if you are okay with spending a little bit more money, the CIGMAN would be the better option here, with all the additional accessories that come along with it, as well as if you are located in the States, there actually is a app for your phone that you can use to control the laser. I'm located in Canada, so the app is actually not available for me to test out. Because one thing I always find is when you're using the laser level and you need to make a small adjustment, whether that's shutting off one of the other lines or turning on a line because you don't have it on yet, you always are in the position where the laser is moving and you may need to go back and make a fine adjustment. With the CIGMAN, you have the remote, but it would be just as easy with the app to turn lines on and off once you've dialed in your line and then not have to go back and make an adjustment again on the laser. Overall, I would say both lasers are great. It's really going to come down to how much you're looking to spend. If you can spend a little bit more, I would lean towards the CIGMAN. It is definitely the better option. But again, if price is a bit of a concern and you just want to get into something that's more than a single line laser, then this Huepar will definitely do the job for you. If you do have any questions about either of these lasers, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.